Hey guys, Aqua Duelist here. It's Friday. So today's video, what I decided to do is I wanted to, note 5 decks I would like to make. And I have 2 rules. Can't be a deck I made before already and no longer play, and it can't be a deck in the back of my trade binder. What I do is essentially I put 3 decks in there at a time that I'm trying to build, and then once those 3 are done, I move on. I will move on and start to 3 more decks. So now you guys know what exactly are how I'm doing, how I'm making my decks 3 at a time. 3, and I pick 1 to focus on. Until those are all done, then I pick 3 more. So deck 5. I honestly would like to build Trap Tricks. I've been kind of interested in them for a really long time. And I like their concept of how they work with the trap hole cards, and I really like their artwork. This is a deck where I've just been kind of picking up cards when I see them, because usually like prices on them I've noticed have been kind of like messy. Like it's like, oh, it's like this much, and then I check in our website, it's this much. Where cards like $2 or $3, like around $2 or $3 for some reason, I don't know. But then when I see them in card shops, they're like 25-50 cents. So, and I don't see them a whole lot anywhere. So this is just something I've been picking up whenever I can. Number 4. Mermails. As far as why I would like to, as far as why I want to build Mermails, honestly, I really like the artwork on them, and it's just as I said, I really love the whole underwater and fish kind of stuff. I just find their artwork really interesting, and I know while this is probably a stupid reason, that's why I particularly want to build it. I honestly have only played against them like 1 time ever, I think. And as far as how the deck plays, I honestly don't remember how it's something I had to look into. Deck number 3, Vendreads. The reason why I want to build Vendreads is for a couple reasons. One, I really like essentially kind of like what they are, like what they're based off of. It's like a mix of like Spawn, Resident Evil, and Silent Hill. It's kind of like all 3. I've noticed like kind of mishmashed together, and I love Resident Evil. I do think Spawn's cool, and I haven't gotten into Silent Hill yet. But I do love like the whole horror stuff in general. And they look cool too as well. I know how they play, and I don't know if this is something I'll actually end up making, just because I feel like I'm not skilled enough for the deck. But I do have pretty much almost a playset of all the Vendread cards, so I could essentially just put this deck together, or essentially have an easy time putting the deck together. Just gotta get supporting cards. Deck number 2 is Metal Foes. I really like pendulum monster. I really like pendulum archetype. A lot of pendulum based archetypes, as I found out this year with Dynamis. I really enjoy playing pendulums. So after kind of looking around, essentially when I first looked at pendulums, the 2 things that interested me the most was Dynamis and Metal Foes. I thought they were both really cool, and what happened is I ended up choosing Dynamis over Metal Foes to begin with, because I just thought Dynamis were much cooler, like design wise and I really like I really did like their play style. And I know metal foes are like, they are super splashable, so there's just a lot of different ways they can be played. So, and while Duelist had really one, and then I ended up making my own way they can be played, where they're like the turbo variant. That's why I ended up choosing Duelist over Metal Foes, but I'm still really interested in Metal Foes. I do actually have the core for Metal Foes. I just would have to decide how do I want to build it. And the number one deck on this list, this is what I want to make the most, and this was actually really recent. I looked at this about beginning of this week, kind of took an interest into, is penguins. And I know it's gonna sound so stupid, and a lot of people are watching this probably gonna be like, why? I know there's not a lot to them, but I kind of looked at a few different ways people are playing them, just some different decks or deck profiles, I guess you could say. There's not really a lot. There's like maybe a few on YouTube. And I have a friend who plays penguins. There's kind of, with them, they have that factor of like, I don't really know what my opponent's doing, or how my opponent's gonna play them, or what is he gonna do with them. For the most part, because I mean, I look at them, I see two different ways you could play them, but I feel like with all the generic water support out there, there's some good versatility, I feel like, and that's why I'm honestly putting them at the number one spot on this list. But these decks you guys aren't going to see for probably a good couple months at least. As I said, I have 3 decks that I'm trying to make. One of them's actually already done. I'm just waiting on the last couple cards to come in. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video. Comment if you guys like to, and throw some deck ideas at me of like what you guys would like to see. I would like to know. The only thing I will say is, Sky Strikers are not going to be. I'm not going to play Sky Strikers. And maybe probably Gokis. I'm not really I'm not into the whole usually tier 0 meta stuff. I don't know. They just don't really interest me. Go ahead, comment some stuff you'd like to see. Comment video ideas you'd like to see, and if I like it, I'll go ahead and do it. But hit the like button if you'd like to. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed and would like to see more of my content. If you do, make sure to hit that notification button so you get notified. I will have a deck profile coming up for you guys on Monday. Weekends are usually just really busy and tiring for me, so no video on the weekends. I do work Monday though, so the video will be up a little later on Monday. But I got a really good deck profile for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. See y'all next week.